Hello and welcome to the 18 WJTS News for this Friday, December 12th, 2025. Thank you so much for choosing us for your local news coverage this evening. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam reporting. A Gibson County social worker has been arrested following an investigation into inappropriate contact with a high school student. Indiana State Police say detectives began investigating back in November after concerns were reported to school officials involving a Youth First social worker and a 16-year-old student at Princeton High School. Authorities were notified after suspicious behavior was observed and reported by school administrators. Investigators identified the social worker as 30-year-old Mariah Lineman. Police say the investigation uncovered evidence of an improper relationship, including electronic communication between Lineman and the student during the school year. Detectives also determined the student had been assigned to Lineman since the start of the 2025-26 school year. Lineman was arrested Thursday at her home by Indiana State Police and charged with child seduction, a level 5 felony. Authorities say she is no longer employed with Youth First. An effort to redraw Indiana's congressional maps has failed. The Indiana Senate voted 31-19 against House Bill 1032 on Thursday. The 10 Democrats in the Indiana Senate voted against the measure, plus 21 Indiana Senate Republicans. Legislation to redistrict cannot be proposed again until after the regular legislative session ends, which is expected sometime in March of 2026. The failed redistricting bid came after President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance encouraged Indiana lawmakers to redraw the state's maps ahead of next year's midterm elections. A holiday-themed fundraiser is planned for Saturday, December 13th to support the Hof family and assist with medical expenses for their youngest daughter, Cora. The Christmas for Cora Spaghetti Holiday Fun event will be held from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Sultan's Run Golf Course in Jasper and is open to the entire community. The open house style event will feature a spaghetti lunch with gluten-free options, live music by Chris Dixon, a silent auction with items donated by local businesses and individuals, photos with Santa, a bake sale, and a hot chocolate bar. Children's activities include crafts, cookie decorating, and even dog treat decorating. Attendees are welcome to enjoy the festivities whether or not they choose to purchase a meal. Online dinner reservations remain available, with meal tickets priced at $20 and payable at the door. All proceeds will go directly towards the Hof family to help cover Cora's medical costs. Special Olympics Indiana announced they've reached a historic milestone by now serving more than 20,000 athletes statewide for the first time. This record number reflects sustained growth across youth, adult, and unified programming and signals a powerful statewide commitment to advancing opportunities for individuals with intellectual disabilities. Along with increasing participation in the 20 Olympic-style sports, several key initiatives have fueled Special Olympic Indiana's growth, one of these being the Unified Champion Schools program, which brings students with and without intellectual disabilities together through sports, leadership, and whole school engagement, and has been adopted by more than 600 Indiana schools. As a result, thousands of students are joining inclusive sports teams annually, often becoming lifelong Special Olympic athletes, unified partners, coaches, and volunteers. Reaching 20,000 athletes marks a defining moment for the organization, which launched in Indiana back in 1969 with just a handful of participants and a vision to create a world where people of all abilities could train, compete, and belong. In present day, that vision has transformed into a statewide movement that reaches into schools, communities, workplaces, and families all across Indiana. DuBois County Wreaths for Veterans, part of the National Wreaths Across America program, will hold a series of countywide dedication and wreath-laying ceremonies this weekend, December 13th and 14th. The annual tradition honors local veterans laid to rest in cemeteries throughout the county. Events begin on Saturday, December 13th at Shiloh Cemetery in Jasper with a noon ceremony. The tribute continues at Enlow Cemetery along the Jasper Riverwalk at 2 p.m. The ceremony at Evans Cemetery, located on North Sunshine Drive in Jasper, will follow immediately afterward. Ceremonies resume on Sunday, December 14th, beginning at St. Mary's Cemetery in Ireland at 11 a.m. shortly after the 10 a.m. Mass. Hayesville Community Cemetery will hold its ceremony at 11:30 a.m., followed by St. Raphael Cemetery in DuBois at 1 p.m. Two ceremonies are also scheduled for 2 p.m. on Sunday, which includes the Cuzco Cemetery on DuBois Cuzco Road and St. Peter Celestine Cemetery along State Road 164 in Celestine. The public is invited to attend any of these scheduled ceremonies to help honor the men and women who have served our country. The Crawford County Sheriff's Office is inviting residents to attend its first community Christmas dinner scheduled for Tuesday, December 16th at the Crawford County Fairgrounds. The free event runs from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. with doors opening at 5:30. A prayer blessing. The meal is set for 5:45 p.m. followed by dinner service. Guests will be served a turkey or ham meal and are encouraged to come inside and find a seat upon arrival. In addition to the meal, the evening will include family-friendly activities such as crafts, ornament decorating, and opportunities to write letters to soldiers. Contests are also planned, including an ugly sweater contest and a best family pajamas contest. Organizers say the dinner is open to the community and meant to bring people together from across Crawford County during this holiday season. A reminder that the DuBois County Solid Waste District is encouraging the community to recycle Christmas lights again this year through their annual program. From now until Friday, January 16th, DuBois County residents can recycle strands of old lights at the Solid Waste District Processing Center and at the Jasper Rural King store during regular hours. The program accepts strands of electric lights only. No rigid frames such as yard shapes are going to be accepted. As we look ahead to sub-zero temperatures, here's something to consider. The National Fire Protection Association reports that space heaters and heating stoves were responsible for 332 deaths in home heating equipment fires in the United States between 2019 and 2023. Nearly half of all home heating fires during that 4-year period occurred during the winter months of December, January, and February, where residents rely most heavily on supplemental heat. Safety officials urge residents to use alternative heating sources such as space heaters, heating stoves, and fireplaces only as a last resort. If they must be used, experts stress that caution, proper maintenance, and safe operation are essential. Authorities also warn that household appliances like ovens should never be used for heat, as this can result in carbon monoxide poisoning. A number of quick precautions can reduce the risk. Space heaters should always have a 3-foot safety perimeter, be kept away from loose or flammable materials, and be plugged directly into the wall outlet rather than a power strip. Only one space heater should be used per outlet, and they must never be left running unattended or while sleeping. Kerosene heaters should be refueled outdoors and only after they have completely cooled. Fireplaces also require careful use. Chimneys should be cleaned and inspected regularly by certified professionals, and only dry, seasoned firewood should be burned to prevent creosote buildup. Gas fireplaces need proper ventilation and a working carbon monoxide detector nearby. The fireplace damper must remain open while hot ashes remain to prevent toxic gas buildup, and a sturdy screen should always be in place to stop flying sparks. All fires should be fully extinguished before going to bed or leaving home. State officials say taking these steps significantly reduces the chance of home heating fires and carbon monoxide emergencies during this winter season. Lincoln State Park is inviting the public to cut and remove designated downed trees for firewood as part of its ongoing seasonal permit program. The eligible trees have fallen naturally or were removed by staff for safety reasons. They are located along park roads, campsites, picnic areas, and other public spaces. Firewood permits are available now through February 28th. Each permit costs $10 and covers one pickup truck load defined as an unmodified 8-foot standard truck bed. Larger trucks or trailer loads are subject to additional fees. All proceeds support the park's resource management and restoration efforts, including the replacement of trees in campgrounds and in public use areas. Permits can be purchased at the Lincoln State Park office Monday through Friday between 8:45 a.m. and 3 p.m. Central. Permits are not issued on state holidays. Wood may be cut and removed daily between 8:45 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. Central Time. Firewood collected under this program is for personal use only and cannot be sold. Lincoln State Park is located at 15476 North County Road 300 East in Lincoln City, Indiana. And that is your Friday news right here on 18 WJTS. Next up is your weekend weather forecast.